Hello guys, this is the Lego Detective, and I'm going to be deck profiling my Spellcaster deck, my Yu-Gi-Oh! Spellcaster deck. So I didn't win any matches with this at the tournament, and I literally just figured out why. It was because everyone was using the new Magician Odd Eyes Pendulum deck, and they were pretty much using the new version of the Spellcaster deck. So since I was using the old version of the Spellcaster deck, it kind of didn't go really that way. Kind of didn't go my way because they were using spellcasters against my own spellcasters. I never even got to summon Dark Magician. So yeah, it kind of sucked. But yeah, I'll just be deck profiling this. Of course, this uses no pendulums. But yeah, let's start off the deck profile. You kind of have to use Dark Magician if you're going to be doing a spellcaster deck. You kind of just need to have a Dark Magician. So, of course, I have three different arts. I have the red art, Arcana's art, I have the secondary art, and then I have the original art. Because I got three different versions from Yugi's Legendary decks. So, yeah, Dark Magician. Just going to move it off to the side. You kind of also got to have Dark Magician Girl. Definitely works well with the deck. As well with Dark Magician. And her effect is pretty nice. I really like her effect. Since the main fusion in this deck is Dark Paladin, I have two Buster Bladers. One of them is actually that secret rare Buster Blader that I got in the Legendary Collection. If you've watched that video, totally check it out. I got amazing pulls from that. Next we have Silent Magician level 4 and Silent Magician level 8, which definitely work well. This works really well with the deck, but it's not a spellcaster. It's a BLS, but it just works really well with the deck. I don't know why, but it does. So yeah, I have my BLS in there. Then we have some normal monsters. We have the Calculator, which his effect is really good. There we go. Can you see that effect? This card's ATK is equal to the combined levels of all monsters you control times 300. One time, the Calculator's ATK was over 9,000! Yeah, really. It was over 9,000, and it was amazing. And I was just about to, finish my brother off, but then he activated Mirror Force and destroyed my Calculator. And at the time, I also had, a Buster Blader and the Dark Magician and Silent Magician level 8 I think I had on the field as well. And Black Luster Soldier. Then we have Electromagnetic Turtle. His effect is pretty decent. You can banish him from your graveyard and end the battle phase at any point. It's a quick effect. Once per duel, of course. Then we have Mystery Shell Dragon. His ATK is really great. 2,000 for a 4-star monster. So I just threw him in there. Next we have Secret Sect Druid Wid, which I have in there. I normally just place him, set him face down like that, and then I'll just tribute him to someone like Dark Magician Girl or something like that. Next we have Dark Blade, which I really like him, so I just have him in there. Cyber Gymnast has a really great effect. Once per turn, by discarding one card in your hand, you can destroy one face-up attack position monster that your opponent controls. That on your opponent's side of the field, yeah. And then we have our Ritual Monster, our Magician of Black Chaos. And you can't have him without the Black Magic Ritual, so we have that. Black Magic Ritual. Then we have more spells, so I'm just gonna move these monsters out of here for a sec. It's gonna just take a minute. If I can just get these monsters out of here. Sorry about this. Here we go. Alright, so let's just stack these monsters in a corner, and I'll just stick a Magician of Black Chaos and Black Magic Ritual over there. Yeah, here we have spells. So these are just really helpful for spellcasters. Magic Formula, Magicians Unite, and Magical Dimension. So those are just really helpful. And then some beatdown cards. We have Dark Magic Attack and Thousand Knives. I think are just amazing. These are specifically for Dark Magician. This lets you destroy any one monster, face-up monster, Oh no, just any one monster. Not it doesn't have to be face up. And then Dark Magic Attack destroys all your spells and traps, which I think that is just amazing. It's just so OP. Like I'm not sure if it's banned. I hope it's not banned. But it's just a really amazing card. Just extremely helpful for spellcasters. Next we have Exchange, which at the tournament I used this card and I took my opponent's Wavering Eyes, and yeah, I destroyed their Pendulum zones, and then they were like extremely mad when I used that card on them. I thought that was really helpful. Then, because sometimes you're in a tight squeeze and you don't have any low-level monsters, I got Mausoleum of the Emperor. In here, you can pay life points to tribute summon monsters. Use life points as tribute. 1,000 life points per what would be a monster to tribute. Swords of Revealing Light is just a helpful one. Classic card, and I have that nice hollow effect on there. Next for Buster Blader. Whoops. We got Polymerization, Buster Blader, and Dark Magician. And then we got Emblem of the Dragon Destroyer for the Buster Blader. Next we have Gold Sarcophagus, which is a really helpful card. You can banish any card from your deck. 2 turns later, you get it into your hand. Megamorph and Axe of Despair are helpful for your monsters in their ATK points. This raises it by 1,000, and this, if your life points are lower than your opponent's, you can double an ATK. If they're higher, you can have an ATK. So if they're higher, then you might want to use it on one of your opponent's monsters, but if they're lower, then you can use it on one of your own and double its ATK. And next, the final one. I don't always play this card, but it's the Seal of Orichalcos. So yeah, I have that card in there, and if I took it out, I would have only 39 cards in it. But next we have my spells. Secret Blast and Secret Barrel, whoopsies, are very similar. Secret Blast inflicts 300 damage to your opponent for each card that they control. And Secret Barrel is a bit better. You inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each card on their side of the field, as well as each card in their hand. So both of those are very similar, but Secret Barrel is just a bit better. Next we have Classic Mirror Force. You kind of gotta have the Mirror Force in there because that's just a really nice card. Magic Cylinder is also really amazing. Next we have 2 3-trap cards that are especially for spellcasters. So we have Dark Renewal, which is really helpful. When your opponent normal or special summons a monster or multiple monsters, you can target one of those monsters and a spellcaster monster you control. Send both of those to the graveyard, then you can special summon any dark spellcaster monster from your deck or graveyard. And Black Illusion is all, until the end of this turn, all dark spellcaster monsters with 2,000 or more ATK you currently control cannot be destroyed by battle. Their effects are negated, and they are unaffected by our opponent's card effects. Sometimes I'll just attack. My brother will use a Mirror Force. I used a Dark Spellcaster monster, so you don't destroy any of my Dark Spellcaster monsters. You only destroy the non-Dark Spellcaster monsters that have less than 2,000 ATK. And then we have Magician's Circle. When a Spellcaster monster declares an attack, each player summons a Spellcaster monster with 2,000 or less ATK from their deck in attack position. And then finally, we have Dark Paladin, which is our fusion monster. And yeah, he is pretty cool. So yeah, I hope you like my Spellcaster deck. It was a lot of fun making this deck personally. I really like it. I use it a lot. And yeah, bye.